Our next guest says his teachers are the reason he's alive, and that is not an exaggeration. Former U.S. Education Secretary John B. King Jr. was expelled from his high school. He lost both of his parents by the time he was 12. But despite that, he went on to become, listen to this, the first Black and Puerto Rican Education Commissioner of New York State, and then later served in former President Obama's cabinet as Education Secretary. In his powerful new memoir, it's called Teacher by Teacher, The People Who Change Our Lives, he writes about the profound impact that public school teachers have had on his life, and we're happy to say that John B. King joins us at the table. I'm so glad to have you here. We were trying to get you in for Teacher Appreciation Week, but this book is so good. We said, maybe he'll come the following week, and you did. I want to go back to this little boy, John, because my heart broke. You're 8 years old, you get the news, your mom died of breast cancer, she was 48, your dad tells you. Your dad's much older than your mom. You get the news that your mom has died, and the first thing you want to do is you want to go to school. And then the matter's never discussed in the house again about your mother's death. Why did you want to go to school on that particular day?
You know, it was a couple things. There's no words to describe how devastated I was. But my mom had been a school counselor in my elementary school when I was real little. And so there was a way in which school was an extension of her for me. But I also had this amazing teacher in 4th grade, Alan Osterweil, who made school a place that was safe, engaging, compelling. We read the New York Times every day. We did productions of A Midsummer Night's Dream, Shakespeare in elementary school. And so his class was a place where I could be a kid when I couldn't be a kid at home.
Yeah, you said you were seeking normalcy, and then your dad, who was also an educator, I had problems with your dad because he was at times physically abusive, emotionally abusive. He used to say, you're lazy, you're not worth anything. How do you overcome that mindset to do what you do?
You know,
raised at home by an educator, that's the last thing you do is shut down a kid's dreams.
Yeah. I mean, now looking back, I understand it was Alzheimer's, it was the disease. He was changing as a person because of the disease. But at the time, as a kid, I didn't understand it. And so it made home so scary and so unstable. But school was a place that was consistent. And I was fortunate, Mr. Oswald actually looped with us. He was our teacher in 4th grade. He stayed with us in 5th grade and 6th grade. And that stability was really critical for me.
And speaking of that stability, when it comes to the teachers that you write about in this book, what does it take to become a great teacher?
You know, it's a mix of doing the academics right? Coming up with activities that are compelling and engaging and interesting. But then it's the relationships. It's communicating to students that you care deeply about them.
That takes effort.
It takes tremendous effort, And you have to watch great teachers, right? And see what they're doing, and you can learn strategies and tips from them. You also take care of yourself because it's emotionally grueling at times, particularly when you have students like me who've experienced trauma.
I mean, teachers are everything. This book is, you're eternally grateful to the teachers who changed your life. That's clear. How do we get more good teachers in? Because there's a shortage, and teachers say, look, I can't live on thank yous alone, and also I got all these obstacles I got to teach the test. I can't be my creative self. What do we need to do to change the profession to get more great people into it?
You know, we certainly should pay teachers more. We also should improve the working conditions. You know, if you're a teacher in a school in a high-needs community and there's one counselor for 500 kids, that means you've got to carry all the emotional weight of the socio-emotional struggles that your students are having. That's a working conditions problem that we've got to fix. The other thing I would love to see us do is a GI Bill for teachers, where we say, if you commit to teach for 5 years in a high-needs community or in a subject where it's hard to find teachers, like bilingual teachers or teachers of math and science in high school, we should pay for your education. We should pay for college for you so that you don't have to worry about paying off student loans when you become a teacher.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I mean, what's the obstacle? You were in an administration under Obama. I mean, what Congress can't do that?
Which
Why?
is very different now.
Yeah.
The Department of Education now.
Yes, I mean, you know, the Department of Education is under attack. Actually, there's half as many people working at the Department of Education today as there were on January 20th. So I think we've lost that national sense that education is a national imperative, that our economy and our national security depend on the quality of education we provide. I hope we can get back there.
I can't say enough about your book, though. Kicked out of Andover, you part of the OBG, Only Black Guy Club in the room, but still you overcame all of that, and look at you today. Bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo, Mr. King.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Teacher by Teacher is on sale now.